being a broadcast journalism major is certainly not easy. It's fun. There's a lot of fun things to it. I get to watch sports. I get to talk about movies. I get to do a lot of things that I love. But in reality, it's a grind. It's a really hard process, and you have to come to play every single day. And I'm so happy that I've found my way into the world of broadcast journalism. Overall, I'm just gonna be taking you guys through a week in a life of a broadcast student at Penn State University. Okay, so now we're gonna have to get into the not as fun part of the night where I have to prep and do my Quizlets and finish all of them by tonight. I want to get them all done so that I have all the names down there and I can start memorizing them. Shout out to John Hara, King of Delco. Another resource that I have started to use and people in Com Radio use is STAA Talent. That's basically a site where you can print out your prep sheets for any sport that you choose. Okay, so I just got done my Quizlets. I'm going to be reviewing them, going over them, getting them in the old noggin for the next couple days. So that's what I'm going to be up to for the rest of the night. Won't show you all that stuff because that's honestly boring. Tuesday we'll have the sheets and the charts, and then Wednesday we'll have more film review. It's a lot of fun stuff, a lot of stress, but I'm going to rise to the challenge. Thank you. Change my mask, change my look up a little bit for the show tonight. Since we have our live show, Broad Street Bros, every Tuesday, I have weekly ad sales meeting. That's 45 minutes before that, so I also do advertising and sales for Com Radio.
Andrew, did you shave? Because right now I think it's, I don't even have that down, and I think it's really important that we do. Folks, you can't make many mistakes with Com Radio here.
All right, guys. Have a good night, and we'll talk next week. The Phillies were 28-32 last year in the 60-game schedule last season. Gave away a playoff spot, I would think would be appropriate to say, when it was basically delivered to them on a silver platter. I'm in the hub right now. It's late night hours on a Wednesday. Just doing some prep, finishing up my charts and stuff like that, and getting names memorized. Also yesterday, got to go to a Zoom with Lisa Salters, who works for ESPN. That was really cool. Shout out to Andrew Destin, my buddy, who got me in that Zoom. She was really good. The next thing we're gonna do is look at some film. It's 12:30 at night, so I don't have a lot of time because I gotta go back home, get some sleep, get refreshed, and rest and stuff like that, because that's important. Something that sticks out to me in particular with this Penn State women's team is that they keep it close against a lot of the competition that they played in the first half. In the second half, they kind of falter. This game, they kept it really close all the way through and were able to sustain runs, and then when they got their opportunity, they were able to win. Okay, so I just got back and I forgot that I was supposed to show you guys my charts. So I finished them. Here they are. Men's basketball, Nittany Lions versus the Boilermakers, Boiler Up. And then we have men's soccer, which is on Saturday, versus Michigan State. And then we have women's basketball. Apparently this folder is Andrew's math. So I guess that was my math folder in high school. That's kind of weird. Last minute prep. I want to focus on men's basketball versus Purdue tonight because they're playing tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, I'll focus more on men's soccer versus Michigan State. And then Saturday night, I'll focus on women's basketball versus Rutgers. Another thing I like doing when watching these highlights or film is practicing a mock call. a sequence of events, looking at it and calling it like I would in a normal regular game. It helps me get in the swing of things and memorize the player and his tendencies, so it's actually really helpful for me, and I'll show you the example right now. So we have our sequence of events here. We have Trevion Williams going for a hook shot, John Hara with his hands up nice and high. Let's see what happens here, and this is how I would call this. Williams with the hook shot, off back iron. Penn State going for the rebound. They can't get it. Rebounded by Hunter. He swings it to Stefanovic. Stefanovic to Newman. Pump fake. Shoots the three, and down it goes. Brandon Newman cans the three, and it's 43 to, what was the score? 32 as the highlight changed. That's how I would call that. Not the best, but I'm still practicing and getting better, and that shows that I am only human, and that is definitely a fact. Game day, Friday, men's basketball versus Purdue. We're getting ready for that. Some of the protocols, just looking at it here, all media members must be masked for the entire game in the building. We're not allowed to leave our seat unless we have to go to the bathroom. Before we go to the game tonight, we have to complete a pre-registration form, basically letting them know like that we're good and that we're safe. This is so much harder doing it with one hand. Can't forget this. This is the first live sporting event I've been to in over a year. Say hello.
Hush House.
How do we feel?
Feeling good. Purdue, going to be a tough one. Penn State is favored, so if they're going to win a game at home against a good team, this is going to be the one, right?
Certainly. This is the guy.
Yeah.
He knows it.
It's weird being here.
Yeah. We're here in the building, music blasting, a gentleman and a scholar, Andrew Destin. Why are they playing the up music? Why is it sad right now?
I mean, I guess it's for you, your senior send-off.
Ready to start here in the second half. Finds him in the corner. Jones driving back to Hara for the floater. It's good. John Hara, his first points of the night. Little 1-2 combo from the podcast bros. That pass is stolen by Hara. Hara soloing all the way down the court. He throws it down. Back-to-back bucket for John Hara. And he finishes that one off with a slam. The king of Delco. Aaron Wheeler now to Stefanovic. Elbow three, that one is good. Sasha Stefanovic, a right elbow three. Driving right, gives it off to Jamari Wheeler. Jamari Wheeler now guarded by Edie. Goes under the hoop now. Left corner, Dredd swinging the ball now to Buttrick for the right elbow, looking for a shot. He pump fakes, but he also traveled there. John Hara battling down low with Trevion Williams. Sets a lane for Wheeler, now finds Lundy. Lundy looking for a pass. He finds Hara down low. Hara pump fakes, goes up, and that one is good. And one. John Hara on Trevion Williams gets it to go. We are back from the BJC. Final score Purdue 73, Penn State 52. Even though it was a blowout, I was able to get some cool highlights. A John Hara breakaway, slam dunk. That was awesome. That was one of the highlights of my broadcasting career. Destin did a great job. He's really talented. He's just really good at what he does, and he makes me want to get better and do the best job I can. Next up on the docket, we have men's soccer versus Michigan State. We're going to be calling the game off a feed, a remote call, as we like to call it. So, in the business. The number one thing that I didn't mention last night while in the midst of a broadcast was that we are always trying to be neutral as broadcasters, trying to give down the line middle commentary and not be biased. For me, I just wanted to focus on like slowing the game down and trying to be as cognizant of everything that's going on, because sometimes you can get too ahead of yourself or just flustered. You go with the flow of the game. Like, that's just a fact, and you kind of have to be able to do that and manage the game just like if you were playing. So it's kind of a game within the game, if you want to look at it that way. Look who it is.
Hey! Out here grinding
Yeah.
on the weekend. What is the subject of the vlog?
It's just being a broadcast journalism major or student at Penn State. What's it like? What's your experience been like?
Com radio has been great. Working with the athletic department has been great.
Yeah, this guy just does like everything, pretty much.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
I can't shuffle
Hey,
a
now.
deck of cards though, which I found out yesterday. So
He does have a weakness.
definitely, it's nice to have all the opportunities and have all the options that Penn State does.
You weren't paid to say that, right?
No,
Okay,
no,
cool. Good.
not at all.
Good.
Let me check my memo actually. But love this place,
Yeah, man.
and it's been good.
Yes, sir. Yes. What a guy, Connor Griffin. Inside the confines of Haluba here, Penn State 2-0, winning its first 2 contests against Rutgers and Maryland. Michigan State on the other side, 0-2. Hackenberg plays a ball into the middle. A trailing Penn State player has it. It's Mangione. He plays it to Butts. Butts with a shot. That one is blocked. Just 20 minutes to play now in the first half as the clock ticks down. He plays it into Privet. Privet now back to Kuhn. Kuhn plays it in the box. That one's cleared away by Morrell. Ball played long now. Tiger Evans, the left back, running in. He sends the ball into the box. It's Butts. It's tipped just wide. Tiger Evans to Liam Butts. An opportunity there. A golden opportunity for Liam Butts making the run. Okay, we're back on Sunday, the last game of the weekend, and it is a women's basketball game, Penn State versus Rutgers. Maybe Penn State will win a game, possibly, who knows. It's a little wet outside. Welcome into the Bryce Jordan Center for a Sunday matinee matchup. Here's Garantes, one-on-one, down low in the post against Nia Beverly. That shot rolls in. Arella Garantes gets her first basket of the game. She's the leading scorer for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, and she starts off strong with her first bucket here. 2-0 Rutgers. Beverly throws it in. Higgins catches the pass. She drives in. Floater. That one is good. Shea Higgins with the first bucket of the night for the Lady Lions. We're knotted up at 2. 8:03 to play. Now guarded by Nia Beverly. She goes off the left screen. Gives it to the left elbow, Garantes. Garantes double team, now switches it to the corner for Giles. Now it's Max switching it over to the right elbow, 3. That one from Johnson, that one is good. Rutgers now up 9-5. Penn State pushing it out of the way. Maddie Burke for a 3, left corner, that one is good.
Thank you for joining us for today's game.
In 3-point percentage defense, and they stifle Penn State early, 2 for 12.
0 for 3, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I saw it coming. This place has housed a lot of memories in my 4 years here at Penn State, and I'm sad to leave, but time has come. Back in the apartment, just finished up the 3 games, and reflecting on this weekend, it was a lot of work, to be honest. It was grueling, it was tough, but the outcome and the reward of preparing for these broadcasts and doing well in all 3 of them and having some good highlights, some fun moments, just being in the arenas in general was a great experience. It's the cherry on top of the Sunday. Obviously, there's been ups and downs and highs and lows and all that stuff, but this is definitely going as a high and an awesome moment, capping off my second semester of my senior year in terms of broadcasting. So that was a week in my life being a broadcast journalism major at Penn State University. If you enjoyed this type of content, want to see more of this stuff, leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're new and you enjoy the content. And that'll be all for me, guys. I'll catch you all in the next video. Appreciate the support as always. And I'm out. Peace out, everyone.